I am Sai Kiran Reddy. I am going to discuss about the topic given for my e-commerce tech talk. And the topic is about cross-functional management. So, what is a cross-functional management? Cross-functional management, also called as CFM, it will manage business processes across the traditional boundaries of the functional areas. That is mainly it is used to manage business processes, and cross-functional management relates to coordinating and steering the activities of different units for realizing the superordinate cross-functional goals and policy deployment. And mainly it is concerned with building a better system for achieving cross-functional goals such as innovation, quality, cost, and delivery. That is for achieving some attributes like innovation, quality, cost, and delivery. This cross-functional management is used. Macro forces and internal commerce plays an important role in cross-functional management. These macro forces and internal commerce highlights the changes taking place in organization structure and explores how technology and other economic forces are molding arrangements within firms. Mainly, it will focus on the use of technology, and this by using technology, it will improve efficiency and is also used for eliminating wasteful tasks in business operations. Efficient operations of the macro forces and internal commerce are total quality management and business process improvement or business process reengineering. That is, for improving quality management and for business process improvement, these macro forces and internal commerces are used in cross-functional management. Here, global market plays an important role in e-commerce. Let's see what is global marketing. When a company becomes a global marketer, it views the world as one market and creates products that will only require weeks to fill into any regional marketplace. Marketing decisions are made by consulting with marketers in all the countries that will be affected. Here, the main goal is to sell the same thing the same way everywhere. There are four elements of global marketing. They are product, price, placement, and promotion. Let's see about each in detail. Product. A global company is one that can create a single product and only have to tweak elements for different markets. That is, the name of the company will be same, but the products they made will be different for different regions. For example, if we take Coca-Cola, it uses two formulas, one with sugar and one with corn syrup for all the markets. Like for one market, it will be selling one product, and for another different market, it will be selling another product based on the region. And the second thing is price. Here, the price will always vary from market to market. In one market, it may be low, and in other market, it may be high. Price is affected by many variables, such as cost of product development. That is, when a product is developed in a local, the price of that product in that particular region will be less. And when that product is imported to some other country or some other place, and the cost of that product will be high, and cost of ingredients and cost of delivery, and there will be much more things which will be considered while considering a price. Placement. How the product is distributed is also a country by country decision influenced by how the competition is being offered to the target market. Here, using Coca-Cola as an example again, not all the cultures use the vending machines. And the last thing is promotion. Price after product research, development and creation. Promotion is generally the largest line item in a global company's marketing budget. Here, when the promotion is good, the chance for the product to sold out and for the company to get maximum profit will be high. At this stage of a company's development, integrated marketing is the goal. So, why the actually cross-functional management is emerged? Cross-functional management emerged from the following two needs. First one is a need for top management to clarify its quality, cost, and delivery goals and deploy them to all employees at every level. And a need to establish a system of close coordination among different departments. For these two needs, cross-functional management is emerged. For our clear understanding, if we consider an image for cross-functional management, here there will be a cross-functional committees, and these committees will be having different activities or different works. The main objective or the main goal will be superordinate cross-functional goals, and the three particular goals are quality, cost, delivery. They will be focusing on these attributes. And there will be team for product planning, product designing, and so on. If you see in detail, like there will be teams for product planning, product design, production preparation, purchasing, manufacturing, and sales. Like this, there will be a team for each task, and they will be doing work. They will be having their own specified work. They will work to achieve cross-functional goals. And finally, after their work, we'll be getting improved functional management and improved cross-functional management. A cross-functional team is an organizational structure that includes diverse talent and responsibilities that were traditionally separated into different departments or business units or teams. And mainly this is done to reduce the overhead and politics involved with departments working with departments. Cross-functional teams may also be more creative based on the Motley Crew principle. If we consider some of the examples of a cross-functional team, they are sales and marketing, business units and information technology, project teams, and product development teams. Let's see about each in detail. So, sales and marketing. It is also an example of a cross-functional team. So, what does a sales and marketing team actually does? Here, integrated sales and marketing teams may be organized by product, region, and other factors. This may be done to reduce the political tensions and non-cooperation that often exists between these two departments. An integrated sales and marketing team may perform different functions such as lead generation, lead qualification, promotion, pricing, customer service, proposals, and closing. This is all about what sales and marketing team does. Let's move on to business units and information technology. What actually it does? It is common to combine information technology capabilities into business units. This may be done to address a perceived slowness and lack of responsiveness on the part of the information technology department. Cross-functional teams may also address reverse issues such as business units that create unrealistic or overly expensive requirements that have little business justification. The idea is to have the same team creating, implementing, and supporting requirements so that they are less likely to try to slow things down or implement low value requirements. Project teams. It also plays an important role in cross functional management teams. So, what are project teams? Cross functional teams may be temporary structures that exist for the duration of a project. The idea is to get everyone you need to complete the project on a single cohesive team to prevent the overhead and negative politics that can exist when several large departments of an organization are involved. If we take an example, a cross-functional IT project team may have a business unit's representative and a designer and several software developers. That is, they will be having different teams in the project. And coming to product development, cross-functional teams are there for research and development, product development, and other innovative developments. The focus here may be on depth and diversity of talent. If we take an example, a product development team with industry, market research, user interface design, visual design, engineering, marketing, finance, manufacturing, and supply chain related talents. Hence, we studied about what are cross-functional management teams and what is about cross-functional management. Here I end my presentation. Thank you.